Yo, what is good? My anime faithful, what is good, yo? Don't judge my gentle giant, okay? He's just gonna take his anger out on all these humans so he doesn't lose his human, you know? His journey ended and he found the humans, but they weren't good humans. For our girl. This week's episode is very telling of what we'll probably be seeing yet again because everything is irking back to the fact that this man isn't going to be around for the longest time, and it sucks, guys. It really sucks the way this is clearly going to play out. Not only are we probably going to see him just like stop working or maybe even fight something to the bitter end and for some reason can't, muster it up enough strength to get out of somewhere. I can see so many endless possibilities of bad things that can happen. That's the weird thing about this story is because it's not the story isn't like that. Like the story doesn't really put that in your mind until they tell you he won't be around forever, which okay, that's understandable. That's a normal thing, but the way that they're doing it, he has like a certain amount of time that he knows for sure he has to live. Imagine if we could, look on our out of the side of our eye and look at our neck or something and be like, "Oh yeah, man, I got about 160 days. Cool. I guess I should probably start living in the moment more." Like that's practically how it sounds with him. He's like, I know he knows the exact day that he practically is going to croak and stop working, which after seeing that this guy was not bad, this wolf, and I was really happy to see he was not bad, man. I was like, you're in a bad spot if you wanted to do anything to this child, and I swear. And then, of course, he turned out to be like the dopest character we've met so far in the show, of course. Um, Not only showing his, way of quote unquote babysitting and his way of really seeing through, a child's or maybe even a person, because, I'm pretty sure if someone else stumbled out and it wasn't just a child, they would still be obligated to go down there and, protect them or figure out at least why they went there if it was on accident. And I don't think he was supposed to stay down there as long as he did with them. It's just that he is skilled, which even his skill almost got them taken out, which was pretty bad. So yeah, I kind of didn't care for him being like, "Oh man, you don't know what you're doing. You shouldn't be doing that to your kid." It's like you shouldn't have been continuing the journey with them. You should have, which I understand why he did it because of the wish and the superstition and yada yada yada. I get it. But this is life you're dealing with here, and the one time you get them to their destination, you almost let them get bopped completely by something that guards the tree that you didn't warn them about, that you didn't go up and do, like, check out yourself, So, I don't know. I was about to bop this man, but it turned out well in the end for him, and he got to say some things that actually are going to help our golem guy maybe understand the journey of just doing it within times, do it within the time allotted. There's no rush for anything, besides the fact that if her parents are out there and they're fighting for their lives or something, which the way things are going, it sounds like humans have been extinct and she may be um, some weird mutation because I'm looking directly in the soul socket of her eyes and it's not crying out human to me, right? Like everything else relatively human, no tails, no appendages like coming out of places that we don't normally have and stuff like that. So it's clear that they're trying to play that role, but what if she is something of like a demi-human or something along those lines, like something even more dangerous or more extinct than humans were, something that stop existing once humans didn't think they should exist, and then after humans got attacked, after she made it out longer than the humans did or something. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just saying that from what we saw in the cutscenes, right? From what they showed humans to physically look like out of the perspective of whatever they, whoever was telling the story, and then we saw the battle or whatever. Those are not how her eyes were compared to theirs, right? And I may be reading into it because it's just like a memory of a monster, or a memory of someone who killed another and gets to put whatever face image, whatever they want because they're the victor. So regardless, I just thought it was an interesting overall look at things to take it as that perspective and not just be like on fully board with the giant being like, oh yeah, that's 100% a human. It's like, yeah, is it a human though? Like, is it really a human? So I'm interested in seeing that whole thing play out. Her also getting this fever was relatively another just tall tale sign of what he's going to be doing to make sure she's okay. And I respect it. I truly do like where these things are going so far. So hopefully they can keep it up. And if not, we still get to see relatively some interesting in-game stuff because with all the stuff they're setting up and putting out there, it's definitely looking like one of the hurt you hard shows. So be ready, have some tissues for later episodes, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. You just launched me, and I will definitely be talking to you sooner than later. So with that being said, peace.